John, good rest at the weekend. What was it like to watch from the stands for a change?
It was strange. I've been making a little bit of a habit this year, so it's something next year I'll try and address and be a bit nicer to referees and don't get so close to the thresholds. And I think as a football player you want to play every game, but I think everyone knew the situation, and I was glad to miss out.
It's the business end of the season now. What are your feelings as we head into the playoff semi-final this week?
Excitement, really. First and foremost, it's two massive games ahead of us. I think a lot of people are already looking a wee bit too far ahead. It's two really tough games against a team that have got the better of us this season already. So we want to get the better of them over these next two games. But a team full of experienced players, and there's a lot of talented boys in that West Brom squad that think they can get to Wembley. So we need to beat our A game, and the preparation starts from now and until the end of the week.
Yeah, obviously you haven't trained yet until today, but do you think the approach will differ at all, or does it stay the same?
I think it will stay similar. The manager's very clear in what he does. He doesn't really change much from what he wants to do, which is good for us. We just need to try and treat the first game like any other game. We know the supporters and everyone else will make it much more than that, and we know it is, but if we treat it the same and keep playing the way we have been playing, then hopefully we can get the job done.
What's the feeling about being at home first? Do we have to be on the front foot a little bit more?
Well, obviously you would prefer to be at home second, but if you'd asked us around Christmas time if we were going to get a home playoff first leg, then we'd have bitten your hand off for it. So I don't think anyone in those four places would want it to come to Villa Park at any point. So we need to make sure we got on the front foot, take the game to them, and try and get a lead going into the game at the Hawthorns.
And West Brom as opposition, what's going to be key to breaking them down?
Well, I think when we played at the Hawthorns, we were excellent that night. That was when West Brom were on the top of their game. They had Harvey Barnes playing really well, and they were a real threat that night. The disappointment was the return leg at Villa Park. I think they schooled us that day. It wasn't a great performance from us, but I think now we're a different animal. We're the form side going into these games, and we need to show it. But at the same time, be respectful of West Brom and realise that they have got the better of us this year, and it's up to us to change it.
What's the feeling in the dressing room? Is it unfinished business?
You could say that, but at the same time, it's just everyone's got the dream of getting Villa back to the Premier League. But I think rather than thinking about unfinished business for West Brom, it's unfinished business for a lot of the lads who experienced the pain of last year's defeat. They're all talking about how it was some of the worst days of their career after that, just realising how close they were to getting the job done. So we're all determined as ever to get the job done this time and make sure we do it properly.
You're all back the clocks to February. I think you were out for the Stoke game, but half-time 1-0 down at their place. Would you have ever believed this was possible, that we'd even be contesting the semi-final?
No, you wouldn't. I think there was still a little bit of me thinking, oh, we're still there. We're still kind of there if we go on a wee run, but I think I was underestimating the challenge that was ahead. The run that we went on was incredible, and we needed that. I think it was, even if we'd went 6 or 7 in a row, it would have still given us an uphill task. We'd have had a mountain to climb to get into the playoffs. And I think with the return of Jack, everyone knows what that brought to the team. But at the same time, people come back from injury just made the squad a lot stronger, and we seemed to get a lot of momentum and confidence from it. And I think the game for me was the Sheffield United game when we were 3-0 down. That was a turning point for me, but obviously after that, Jack coming back and a lot of players come back from injuries, it's helped massively.
Two lovely trophies sitting behind you, Players' Player and Supporters' Player, which you picked up last week. What did it feel like to get that recognition?
It was a surreal night for me. Obviously to get voted by your teammates is probably the greatest award you can get in football. And then obviously the supporters onto that, so it couldn't have been better for me. when I joined, I just wanted to try and make some sort of impact. So to make the impact that I have made is something I could only dream about. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter what's behind us. If I could swap them for promotion, I would every day of the week.
How do you feel your form has been compared to obviously what you did back up in Scotland? Does it feel like you've had the best season of your career?
Yeah, I would say so. I think in previous years I've played well with Hibs and St Mirren before, but I don't think I've ever been as consistent. I think it's something I wanted to add to my game. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot I need to work on. I'm by no means the finished article, but I think over the piece it's definitely been my best season. I think the pressure that this club brings is something I thrive in, and hopefully that can continue. It's a great place to come and play. The facilities are all here to become better, and I've managed to use that. You've got so many people wanting to improve, and a dressing room full of international players that are competing and pushing you on every day without even realising. So it's been a massive step up for me, but one I'm glad to have kind of be comfortable in and hopefully try and kick on again.
The supporters have certainly taken to you. You know, kids as young as 3-4 years old learning the chant that's been created for you. What's that reception been like?
Yeah, it's been great. Everyone knows the size and stature of the club, and when I joined, it was drilled into me that as long as you give 110%, the Villa fans will take to you all right. So when I was getting told that, I thought, right, I'll be all right here. I just need to try and prove that I can play as well. So that helps when I think a lot of the players just now are enjoying the fact that there seems to be a great rapport at the minute between the supporters and the players and all the staff. I think they're appreciating the fact that we're leaving everything out in the park, and that's all the Villa fans want to see. And as players, to feel as loved and as supported by everyone is great, and it's certainly helping me enjoy my time here and bring my game on as well.
What would you say was the best atmosphere at Villa Park you've experienced this season, and likewise, how much are you expecting that to crank up a notch this weekend?
I think the game I wasn't playing against Blues, when Huts went on the major run and put it in, that was unbelievable that day. But I think over the course of the season, there's been I find it very rare to see any empty seats at Villa Park. The support's been phenomenal, home and away, and I'm sure all the lads, including myself, are desperate to give them the success that they're craving. A club of this size deserves to be in the Premier League. There's obviously reasons why we're not, and getting out of this league's difficult. I think we've all realised that, but now we've got a great opportunity to keep the smiles on the supporters' faces, and what a chance we've got to do that. I'm sure the atmosphere on Saturday will exceed everything that's been before this season, and really looking forward to it, and I'm sure all the lads are as well.